thank you. How are you?
Yes, good, good. Yes, nice to see you.
And you?
Looking bright. Okay, so I got a few questions here. So, what benefits have you seen in your personal life and work life since attending this workshop?
Um, so I think it's helped me to kind of review myself a bit more and like the mechanisms I use when thinking about things and dealing with things. It's helped me to see things in a more positive way, and benefits of what you're doing, and just to question things a little bit more with myself so that I'm not kind of instantly reacting, I'm processing it and then acting upon the outcome of the process.
Okay, that's great. And how does that then benefit you in the workplace?
Um, I think maybe by just understanding things a little bit better, managing my time better, so not being too feeling under pressure, you know, where we were saying taking responsibility for things, so not taking responsibility of things that aren't mine to take responsibility for, or not feeling like, oh, this person's done that or that person's done this. Actually identifying whose responsibility it is and then reaching the ultimate goal.
Okay, that's great. Um, and what did you think about the pace of the workshop? Did you feel there was enough presentation and interaction, or could it be any different?
No, I think there was a good balance. I mean, you spoke through a lot of the stuff, and then when you wasn't spoken, you had the kind of the quotes or the presentation to back up what you were saying, or to kind of lead the conversation on naturally from what we were seeing in the presentation. So I think it was a really good balance.
Great, yes. And I think you said that you had commented earlier that if there was more time to actually do the exercises in the workshop itself.
Yeah.
So then would you be willing to do, instead of 5 weeks course or 6 weeks, would you be willing for it to be extended to 8 weeks or 10 weeks?
Yeah, I think
Would
it would
work?
be really beneficial. Yeah, I think just knowing that you're doing the right thing and you've interpreted what you're saying correctly, I think would be really beneficial for me and probably for others.
Okay, thank you for that. Um, and what did you think of the content of the workshop, or the kind of subjects we covered?
Yeah, I think they were really good, very insightful. I mean, the way that you broke down the categories of the content was really helpful. So we knew each week what kind of elements we would be looking at. We could read your book accordingly. So yeah, I think they were really good categories, and how it was kind of broken down and explained. And then next week you would move on to a different element and kind of delve into that area a bit more.
Mhm. And how did you find the combination with the book and the workshop itself? Did you manage to, I know it might be hard to read everything in that time, but whatever you did, how did you find that connection?
Yeah, I think they corresponded really well, and the correlation between the book and the subjects that we were doing. Obviously, at the end of each session, you would say these are the appropriate chapters to read, and I would go away and read them. So I think they corresponded really well with how the format of the weeks went. I could probably have read a little bit more each week, but whether that was because of how you was breaking them down for the sessions, that was most applicable. But yeah, I think that works really well.
Good. And there's of course, there's a lot more in the book that we didn't cover. These were the important bits. Has the workshop inspired you to carry on reading that book and do the
Yes,
exercises?
yeah, absolutely. So I've downloaded a meditation app. I've done some yoga.
Okay.
And I'm really interested by the chakras that we discussed and just kind of exploring it a bit further. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that.
Oh, excellent. That's really good to know. And what do you think of the presentation style? The way things were presented to you, or the presenter? What do you think of the presenter?
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. I was happy with it all.
Okay, super. And so would you recommend this program to other individuals and businesses?
100%. Yeah, I think it would be really beneficial for businesses. I think everything that's going on at the moment with COVID and stuff, I think it would have been beneficial beforehand, but I think it's even more imperative now because obviously people are working from home, processing different things, changes in life. So I think it would be really helpful just to kind of step back, think about you, talk about you, and see where you can apply these techniques in your own life.
Okay, thank you so much for participating and for your contribution and being so willing to be able to be vulnerable sometimes and, you know, really participate fully.
No problem at
Really
all.
appreciate
Thank you so much.